Welcome to Storytime today. I'm so glad you're here for virtual Storytime. We're going to read a really fun book today called Charlie the Ranch Dog. Before we do that, as always, we're going to sing our Storytime song. Are you guys ready? Awesome. All right, here we go. We clap and say hello. We clap and say hello. With our friends at Storytime, we clap and say hello. We stomp and say hello. We stomp and say hello. With our friends at Storytime, we stomp and say hello. We wave and say hello. We wave and say hello. With our friends at Storytime, we wave and say hello. Hi friends, welcome to Storytime today. Today's book, like I said, is Charlie the Ranch Dog. We are reading this book today with permission from HarperCollins Publishing. So thank you so much, HarperCollins, for letting us read this. The author of this book is Ree Drummond, and you might have seen her on TV before. She is known as the Pioneer Woman, and this was her first book. I think she has at least two now, but it is called Charlie the Ranch Dog. The illustrator is Diane DeGrout. Hello, my name is Charlie. I live in the country. I'm a ranch dog. This is Susie. She's my best friend. We sure don't look much alike, do we? Susie, unfortunately, does not have the paws I have, or the droopy ears, or the floppy skin, or the big dangly eyes. Susie's ears never dangle. Never, ever, never have, never will. I try not to hold that against her. But then again, Susie sure can run and dig and jump. Boing! I've never been much of a jumper. Believe me, I've tried and tried and tried and tried. My old legs just don't work that way. But all that stuff doesn't really matter anyway, because tall or short, slow or fast, tiny ears or floppy ears, there's plenty of work around here for the both of us. The first thing we do every day is get out of bed early. Too early. Dark early. I better go wake up Susie. She's never been much of a morning dog. Well, I guess she was a morning dog today. There's a first time for everything, I suppose. The next thing I have to do is chase Daisy the cow out of the yard. Daisy knows she's not supposed to be in the yard. Some cows just never listen. Well, I guess I'll let Susie go ahead and do it this time. I like to give her a chance to shine every now and then. That's the kind of dog I am. All right, now that Daisy's under control, it's time for me to sniff the porch steps. I gotta keep all the critters out. Sniffing the porch steps is hard work. Up and down, and up and down. Yep, all clear down there. It's a good thing I'm here. Keep all those critters away. After the porch steps are good and sniffed, I like to stop and have my breakfast. I can't be expected to do all this work on an empty stomach. Yum, breakfast is my life. After breakfast, I usually go help Mama in her vegetable garden. Mama loves her garden. I don't really understand all the fuss. I prefer a bacon garden myself, but I go ahead and I lend a hand anyway. It sure is a good thing Mama has me to help her. There's no way she'd get all this done without me. It isn't even lunchtime yet, and I've already worked harder than most dogs out there. I think I'll just sit down and rest for a minute. I think I'll just... Huh? What'd I miss? Oh, I must have accidentally closed my eyes for a few seconds. I better get back to work. Work, after all, is what I do best. I have cattle to round up, fences to fix, and fish to catch. I'm known for my expert fishing skills. Eventually, we make our way back to the house. Susie's ready for lunch by then. I usually go ahead and eat too. I wouldn't want Susie to have to dine alone. After lunch, Susie likes to lie down and take her afternoon nap. I usually go ahead and lie down too. I wouldn't want Susie to have to nap by herself. Huh? What did I miss? Oh, I must have accidentally closed my eyes for a few seconds. Hello? Where'd everybody go? Rats. I guess they went back to work without me. Nothing to do but take another nap, I guess. Wait, what's that? Methinks I hear the sound of approaching beasts. Daisy, no! That was a close call. It's sure a good thing I decided to stay home. There's no telling what would have happened if I hadn't been here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll lie down and rest for a minute. I've had a long, hard day of work. I just hope Susie remembers to wake me up in time for dinner. That's the end. And if you want to check this book out or any of the Pioneer Woman, Ree Drummond's books, she always has a good recipe in the back. So this is the Pioneer Woman and Charlie's favorite lasagna. So if your mom or dad or some grown-up in your family likes to cook, these are good books to check out with some awesome recipes. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming to Virtual Storytime today. Don't forget, we are getting very close to summer reading. We will have virtual summer reading this summer, so all the programs will be virtual, but you can come in the library, check out books. You can do your logging on your phone or computer, or we can give you a little reading log. The more you read, the more prizes you'll win, because we want you to read all summer long. All right, are you ready for our goodbye song? Awesome. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Story time is done today. We have had a lot of fun. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Bye, friends. See you next time.